Digital transformation isn't new in the steel sector, but inconsistent results still are. After a rollout fails to meet expectations, hesitation is understandable. However, getting buy-in for the next initiative becomes harder because no one wants to champion something that might fall short again. Research has shown that historically 1/3 of digital projects actually reach their intended results. And while it's true that some software doesn't live up to its marketing promises, the bigger challenge isn't usually the technology itself. It's because of how internal teams often introduce these new systems into their already complex operations, running at full capacity. When deployment doesn't reflect real production conditions, even the most capable tools can struggle to make an impact. In modern steel mills, processes change constantly, from new feedstocks to new grades and shifting production targets. So when technology can't adjust to those realities, results can erode quickly and deployment and uptake can become stalled. We recently worked with a steel mill that had no room for another screen in its operator pulpit. Rather than redesign the station, we built our solution into their existing workflow. It wasn't the most elegant setup, but it meant faster buy-in and quicker integration into their daily routine. Operators began acting on Fero's AI-based recommendations right away, cutting alloy use, reducing off-spec production, and stabilizing yield within weeks. The most successful digital rollouts share one clear trait. They start with a single, simple, measurable goal. Something like improving alloy optimization or slag management. Beginning with a focused use case makes deployment easier because everyone involved knows what's being measured and what success looks like. From there, the framework can expand naturally as new use cases are added and become more complex. One new Fero customer approached their pilot exactly this way. Their objective was to prove they could use Fero's software instead of retraining their internal machine learning models. That simple goal saves them 6 weeks of 3 engineers' time each year for this process and is replicated across all 6 mills. It's easy to see how the impact compounds quickly. Those senior engineering hours are now redirected toward higher value projects that might otherwise have been delayed or dropped. It's a straightforward example, but it shows how a clear focus from the start can define the value that new software delivers. At another large European steel mill, success came down to how they introduced Fero to the team. They created an incentive program that rewarded engineers for finding new, measurable ways to improve production efficiency. If they could show proven value and demonstrate that Fero's AI helped uncover or confirm it, those results were tied directly to personal performance goals. Instead of asking people to adopt a new tool, they gave them a reason to explore it. The result was faster engagement, faster learning, and a workforce genuinely excited to innovate. Across our field experience, we typically see 2 to 5% yield improvement within the first 60 days and up to 10% energy savings when Fero AI is deployed with transparency and operator alignment. Rapid, visible returns like these rebuild trust in new technology, not through promises, but through proof. Digital transformation is an ongoing process, but success no longer needs to be optional. To learn more about the practices driving consistent results in steelmaking, read our full article linked in the description.